right, Music Roundtable Radio listeners, it is now time for the final Music Roundtable Radio show by the No Skip Show of 2025. I'm Travis Platt, creative director of the No Skip Show, and I want to thank you for listening and tuning in this year. We have a lot to talk about this episode. We have interviews with the fourth lead vocalist of legendary progressive post-hardcore band Dance Gavin Dance. We got Andrew Wells on the show. And we're also going to be showcasing a episode of the No Skip Show reviewing the new Eidola record, Mend, which is also fronted by Andrew Wells. Also going to have a lot of different Swancore songs on this episode. We got some staff picks as well. I don't want to waste any more time. We're going to open it up with a song on the brand new Dance Gavin Dance record, Pantheon, the first album with Andrew Wells as the lead vocalist. Check it out. This is personally my favorite song on the record. The song is All the Way Down by Dance Gavin Dance on Music Roundtable Radio by The No Skip Show.
These things are easy to learn. There's no brain power to burn. The age of I'm happy, more you cry, the more they're clapping. You're working harder to earn. Just pass the bag to me. Last time we tried to do right. This time we do this inspired. I wish it wasn't, but we just can't save me. I'm loving, loving, I love you, and I'm sad when I can't be there with you. Like American teens, abandoned dreams. We built up everything. I was meant to suffocate in my own head. The strength of the millions falling apart. And always something to you taste the honey. And always something to you taste it. In the dark,
Yo, no skip show viewers. Yo, music roundtable radio listeners. Check it out. This is Sean O'Donnell with the No Skip Show. So you don't want to miss this interview we have tonight for you with Andrew Michael Wells of Dance Gavin Dance and Eidola fame. He's been the vocalist for Dance Gavin Dance for probably the past 5 years after the departure of former vocalist Tillian Pearson, as well as he's also been the guitarist of Dance Gavin Dance since probably the Dance Gavin Dance reunion tour in 2014, where they had Slaves on the bill, they had Strawberry Girls on the bill, they had A Lot Like Birds on the bill. Andrew Wells has been repping Dance Gavin Dance for a long time, and I have been repping Dance Gavin Dance for a long time. Swancore, Blue Swan Records, Rise Records, Kill Iconic Records, Equal Vision Records, post-hardcore bands that focus around the genre, the main theme that Dance Gavin Dance is rooted from bands from At the Drive-In all the way to Dance Gavin Dance currently. I was so excited going into this interview in Detroit, Rock City. Anyone knows going to Detroit, that's like Eminem territory. It was fucking exciting to just go there, eat mom's spaghetti, and go to the Fillmore in Detroit. We had a full day planned out to run through the gauntlet with all these bands, the Home Team, Dwellings, I fucking forget the other two bands that opened up for Dance Gavin Dance on the Rebirth of the Robot tour. I'm fucking drawing a blank. It was so exciting. We get to talk about Andrew Wells, about the new album Pantheon, and about how much basically DGD says, fuck the haters. We hate the haters. Hater. See you later. That's all we talk about. We talk about the writing process of the new album. We talk about everything under the sun that's coming for the future of Dance Gavin Dance and members of Dance Gavin Dance, what they do in the band, all the collaborations, all the side projects. We're deep diving into it, and there's so much more coming from the No Skip Show and the Music Roundtable Radio. Check out this interview with Andrew Michael Wells of Dance Gavin Dance. There's so many songs I could put in here too. Listen to Midnight at McGuffey's by Dance Gavin Dance, the first single released from Pantheon. Listen to Going Nowhere by Eidola. That is the first track I ever heard from Eidola off their LP, The Great Glass Elephant, before they were signed to Blue Swan Records. There's so many tracks you could listen to with Andrew Michael Wells on them. Those two songs are highly recommended, and then you go from fucking there. We can't express it enough how grateful we were for Andrew Wells to do this interview with us, and there's plenty more to come from the Dance Gavin Dance camp this year, including Tree City Sessions 3, The Great Glass Elephant Remake, which is an Eidola reimagining album, and Dance Gavin Dance LP number 12. This year, 2026, coming along, is going to go fucking hard. And that's pretty much it. Recommended, and then you go from fucking there. We can't express it enough how grateful we were for Andrew Wells to do this interview with us, and there's plenty more to come from the Dance Gavin Dance camp this year, including Tree City Sessions 3, The Great Glass Elephant Remake, which is an Eidola reimagining album, and Dance Gavin Dance LP number 12. This year, 2026, coming along, is going to go fucking hard. And that's pretty much it. Listen to those songs. Dance Gavin Dance, Midnight at McGuffey's. Listen to Eidola, Going Nowhere, from the LP Great Glass Elephant, before they were signed, before he joined the band. Fantastic man, fantastic interview. Fuck the haters. Post-hardcore is where it's at. We want more on the East Coast. Can't express it enough. Check out these songs and check out this interview with the lead vocalist of Eidola and Dance Gavin Dance, Andrew Michael Wells. Peace.
Yeah, Mom. No, I'm okay. I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm good. Seriously. I know. You know, Mom, I gotta go. I love you.
We've met each other, haven't we?
Yeah, I don't think so. Where is it you think we met before?
At McGuffey's. Don't you remember?
No, I don't. Are you sure?
Of course. As a matter of fact, we're there right now.
I'm begging you to stay, so we can feel our heartbeats. It's going to explode. I can't be what you need, 'cause I've got no control. Heartbeats. It's going to explode. I can't be what you need. I took a trip through all my past mistakes for you. You couldn't let me live and just forget it. I took a trip through all my past mistakes for you, for you, for you. I'm in hell and making tedium. Don't think I'm lame. My inner baby needs its child support. Can you help me pay? 50 quid above my ground grapes. Stayed up wondering, should it change how I behave? Also bottles, always still good. Thoughts around and got some bad days to writing. And when the bleeding stops, you're only feeding the fire. The body starts to flow. When the dreaming stops, the nightmare feel get me tired. The mind is left alone, and it's a feeling special. Looking for the red, but you're the paper that faded so fire. And when the bleeding stops, you're only feeding the fire, fire, fire. Oh. Didn't know it was your birthday. Blew it in the worst way, fuck me. Guess we'll take you to the buffet. See a scary movie, scream through. It's midnight at McGuffey's. I think I'm 30-something. My tongue is mostly bluffing. I said we're taking nothing. All this taking stock's ugly. Reject me and I'll raise. Have you heard of microdose and ayahuasca, dude? It's midnight at McGuffey's. It's midnight at McGuffey's. It's midnight at McGuffey's. I am the common thing, the poison in your dreams. Don't get me started, I'll go right now. 50 quid above my ground grapes. Stayed up wondering, should it change how I behave? Also bottles, always still good. Thoughts around and got some bad days to writing. And when the bleeding stops, feeding the fire, fire, fire. Crimes, their obsession. Can you invest it into a battle that was nothing at all?
What's up, No Skip Show? This is Sean O'Donnell. You don't want to miss this. We are here in Detroit, Rock City, with the one and only Andrew Wells of Eidola and Dance Gavin Dance.
Of empire, don't split the atom, please. Wisdom is of empire.
How's it going?
It's going great. Weekend of tour, it's going great. Couldn't be better.
Hell yeah, it's a Tuesday in Detroit, right?
Tuesday, beautiful too. This is the best weather we've had. So
It's a little windy. We had to go around the corner, but we're making it work. So, if you want to tell everybody, who are you and where are you from?
I'm Andrew Michael Wells. I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah. I play in Eidola and Dance Gavin Dance.
All right. So, how would you describe your sound to someone who has never listened to you? Let's start with Eidola at first.
Depends on the album. I'd say experimental rock, heavy, chaotic, blistering metalcore with some cool, smooth guitar licks and R&B vocals.
If you see me, you better get right, or you're gonna go.
It's up there, it's somewhere in there. Yeah.
Okay, and that's for Eidola. Now, you've only fronted Dance Gavin Dance, I say, 3 years now? Now, obviously, it's a brand new sound. It's a brand new sound, because you're a brand new vocalist to the band. So, most of the times, I'd say they revolve around Johnny Craig or Kurt Travis or Tillian Pearson. How do, I say the rest of the boys revolve around your vocals?
I mean, this era of the band, I would say, has been the most collaborative that the band's ever experienced, where everybody's working together for the music instead of it just kind of being chaotic and all over the place. And, you know, your vocal comes in and it's, you know, the music's somewhat built around them. This is built as a team. And since I've been playing guitar for dance for 10 years and writing a lot of the music with Will and with Matt, this was a cool opportunity for us to recraft everything from the ground up and just say, well, what did we like about the past albums? What did we like about recent albums? What didn't we like? What do we want to try? What new territory we want to tackle? And just put together something that we really all enjoyed. Something that we make music that we wanted to make. Have fun.
Yeah, and so that's what I like about even the singles off this new album, All the Way Down and Midnight at McGuffey's. Pantheon, a collective of musicians and or legends of the scene that created a new Dance Gavin Dance album. Now with Sergio added to the band, Martin Bianchini added to the band, it is now, Dance Gavin Dance is now a post-hardcore super group as it, originally was as well. But now with you being in Eidola, Sergio having his hands in everything as well, Will having his hands in everything, Martin Bianchini being heavy as he is with his side project Ember Throne. There's just endless possibilities of where Dance Gavin Dance can go.
It's not up to me, it's a tragedy. In the open, but nobody wants to see clearly.
Am I right?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It's, I mean, at the end of the day, we just like making music together. That's really what we come to do, is just like test ourselves and make something that we like and challenge ourselves every record. And I think that this is a testament to that. With Martin and Sergio involved, it's just a new element in every capacity. Like everybody's taking influence from each other and all these different places and putting it together and elevating the whole product. So I'm so excited. Like there's so much diversity and versatility on the record. We really try to hit every pocket and explore new territory. And we're already writing another one. So it's just uphill from here. So.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So tonight, you guys play a variety of tracks for the show. What goes into creating the set list and how did you pick and choose those songs? Maybe talk about playing your older songs that haven't been played in a long time. I do want, for the record here, who chose for Burning Down the Nicotine Armor War to be in the set list?
That was definitely me. I grew up listening to Dance in high school, and that was one of my favorite songs of them growing up with Wizard and then DBM 1 and DBM 2. Those are all just like classic records that I love and cherish. And with it being the band's like 20-year anniversary too, it was going into it. This was also, again, not just from a collaborative element of writing and recording new music, but also picking the live set. You know, in the past, it was always kind of butting heads of like, okay, well, let's just play the same. Let's play Inspire the Liars again for the 15th, 100th time. Let's just look at the Spotify top plays. And there's merit to that, I think, for some bands. For us, with it being such a crazy legacy with multiple singers, multiple eras, people coming in and finding out and going back, we really wanted to do service for the fans who've been with us for so long. Like, that was our real focus, is like, how do we build a set that really pays homage to the people that are diehards, the people that come and support us and give us the opportunity to feed our families and you know, make music for a living. How do you pay homage to those folks, right? Not just the fair weather fans, like people that are in it to win it and support what we do. And that's who we do it for. You know, it's like you could try to please everybody and you're going to fail every time. Or you can stay true to yourself and stay true to the people that are your diehards. And that's what we wanted to do. So,
being an OG Dance Gavin dance band, being there since 2007, 2008, obviously haven't heard a Weissero song since 2011-ish, where Johnny Craig reunited the band for a one-off show. They played Robot 2, as well as Squash the Beat tour, where Kurt Travis opened the show with Robot versus Vietnam. So it's been a very long time since a Weissero song has been played, and can't appreciate it enough. And obviously, you're a legend for bringing it back to the set list for OGs. Another question would be, what does the legacy of Dance Gavin Dance mean to you, both as a fan, a guitarist, and now the vocalist?
It's a great question. Means everything to me, man. I've, growing up listening to this band and, to being in it as a collaborator, as a touring guitar player, then as a full-time writer, to being a full-time musician in the band, and then now taking this mantle. It's been our journey. It's defined over a third of my life so far, if not half of my life. I'm 33. I turned 34 on this tour, and it's been, between this and Eidola, how I've been able to feed my family and make a living for the last 10 years. So I couldn't be more grateful for the fans that have supported us and the journey. The legacy to me is just, I think Will said it best. When Will set out for DGD, his dream was to make it essentially like a post-hardcore Earth, Wind and Fire.
Yeah.
Like a Grateful Dead, where it's like you have this, these core cruxes of musicians, but then you have these guys that come in and are just these shining stars that collaborate in these different capacities, and you don't limit it to just one thing, right? You don't limit it to it's just this era or it's just this era. It's expansive. It exists beyond all of that, and that's our goal. And to permeate that and get to as many new listeners as possible is to say, we're open. We'll collaborate with guitar players, with bass players, with singers, with producers. Like, we'll collaborate with anybody that we feel is, going to bring something strong and unique to the table. And that's the legacy of Dance Gavin Dance, in my opinion, is a band that's like not scared to double down and do new shit, regardless of what anyone says.
Right. And I go on Swan posting all the time. We got to defend you, Andrew Wells. Fans will easily say, like, no, Tillian era, Johnny era, Kurt era, pick and choose now. Well, now they got to deal with you. But you, like, that right there shows that you respect the band and you respect the band's legacy and what you're bringing to the legacy of the band now, How is the process of preserving DGD's history and adding to it in your newest album?
Obviously there's, it's just what you mentioned. You're going to get criticism no matter what.
Right.
No matter what you do. Even when you're nailing it, right? You could go and fucking nail Burning Down or Blue Dream or any track.
Loving it.
Somebody's going to say some shit because that's the internet. We don't pay attention to any of that shit.
No.
And the people that sell out our shows don't pay attention. If you're a fan, you're going to come out and you're going to have a good time. And if you're not, then fuck off. We don't really give a shit what you
know.
And as far as entering new territory, we just make music for fun. We make music for us. We don't make it for anybody else. This is art that we want to make. And we're not going to be stymied by anybody.
any naysayers, any shit talkers, that's like all noise. We don't pay attention to it. And so when you're defining like a new legacy or a new era, for us, it really just comes down to, are we making music that we want to make? Are we happy with the product? If we're happy with it, that's all that matters.
Right.
And we pulled out all the stops. There's so many different voices on it. That's the other thing too, is you're going to hear a lot of layers on it. But almost all of John, I would say all of John's pitch screaming stuff is layered by me. So you can hear that in the Guffies, like beginning parts.
Yes,
this is my pitch and dirty vocal with his dirty vocal on top. And then there's other stuff where it's like our screams are layered, or me, Will, and John's screams are layered, or Will's got a layer in here. We never got to do that in a lot of the eras of the band, where you have Happiness, which was like,
Will screaming and Kurt.
But you didn't really have an era where it was the three of us like going
at
a couple singles, right? Yeah, you have Billy Royalton, you have War Machine, has the versatility there. But this whole record is just super diverse. It's so many different vocal layers and nuances that I'm super stoked for.
So, another question is, the two singles dropped. John starts off the songs. I've tried to explain to some fans that it seems like they took DGD kind of took the secret band perspective, and maybe John came in harder first, and then you added your melodies and stuff. What was the writing process for Pantheon?
So both from the music and the vocal perspective, again, super collaborative. So musically, it's the first time in many years where the band got together and actually wrote like a band. A lot of years it was like Will would write the songs and he'd give them to us. Matt would do his flavor on things. I'd add a guitar, or Will would do both guitars. We both co-write bass, or we'd have Sergio co-write bass. But generally the structures were done by Will. And then the vocals were done in a very just every man for himself type of way. Tillian off in a room and me in a room and John in a room, but we're not really collaborating, right?
Right.
On Pantheon, it was completely the opposite. It was almost all the songs were co-written together in a room. They were jammed out like old school fucking band style.
Garage style, yeah.
The vocals, same way. We actually wrote all of the vocals, me, John, and Will, in the back of the bus on the Falling in Reverse tour. So we passed a mic around, we co-wrote the melodies, we co-wrote the lyrics, everything's collaborative on that. So, if people want to track, I don't like the way John says this, or I don't like this thing, it's like, okay, well, that's coming from everybody's brain. You can try to find a villain in that, but you're pretty low IQ if that's the conclusion that you come to. So I would say, again, collaboratively, that's really where our heads were. Everybody going in.
That's awesome.
And then the focus, the real thing where people want to argue, what's the focus? My pitch has always been, John's been here since the jump.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to have to say someone's a front man, you might as well give it to John. John's fucking earned it. Right. However, that whole thing is to say, I think people having a discourse around it they're doing a disservice to themselves and how it colors their perspective on how they listen to the music,
right?
By defining it in that way, right? Just listen to the music. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. That's fine. It's got to be this guy. It's got to be found to focus on this guy. It's like, bands never pick that. Like, I know, but it defines your eras. But if you actually were a fan like yourself, you know that every time the band goes through this, it's insane.
Yes.
It's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, the fall off that DGD had when they got Tillian the first time was astronomical.
Yeah.
It should be studied. I've seen it. Went from 800 cap rooms to 200 cap rooms for 3 years.
Right.
In succession. I've been the lead singer for a year, right? And we're selling out 4,000 tickets in New York City. Like, there's been no drop off. It's been only an increase. So the fact that, and there's way more eyeballs on it than there were even when Johnny was in the band. So it's way bigger than it ever was. My conclusion to that is the band is, I've said this from the beginning, both as a fan and being in and as a guitar player and being the singer, the band is bigger than all of us.
Yeah.
If it wasn't, then any of our side projects would be more successful than it.
I also believe that's what makes the Pantheon title make it even better, like makes the album even better.
Yeah.
Is that as a collaboration, you guys as a whole are Dance Gavin Dance. Anyone who you guys invite in, whether it's Veil of Maya members, whether
Mark is on a song.
Zachary, Garen, R&B on Teeny, anyone, totally. It makes Pantheon even better.
I'll make one quick comment on that too. I don't read comments, but I did have a friend of mine send me one that was fucking hilarious. I'll just comment on it real quick. It was someone was like, "Oh man, I already hate it. It sounds like Andrew came up with the Pantheon title and it's gonna make it all preachy." First of all, fuck you.
Yeah.
Second of all, John Mess came up with the title, so you got a gripe. Take it over, John.
Yeah, John Mess is a G though. He's the OG. We do got 2 more questions for you. One, what does your local scene mean to you? And that's coming from your hometown.
I'm probably gonna ruffle some feathers with this one, but it doesn't mean anything to me. Utah's scene is dog shit. I stand by that. There've been some really good people in the past. There've been like Drew Hudson. Has always been super kind to me. He used to play in a band called Hurricane Dane. I Am the Ocean. Really cool, like bro shit bands. Jesse Kassar from there that ran the Shred Shed in Salt Lake. Awesome guy. But most of the bands there are fucking ass and they're super competitive. It's like crabs in a barrel. So like the first time we got a record contract, and bear in mind, like we got signed by Blue Swan, we still didn't make money.
Right.
Yes, many years we had to grind our asses off.
Because you guys were riding.
We outworked everybody, and we still outwork everybody. And that scene tore us down. They did not want to see us succeed ever. They were like, nah, fuck Eidola, fuck those guys. And we try to set up collaborative shows. We try to do something innovative, try to do something new. We try to get people outside of the box. And people just weren't having it. And you kind of had this dichotomy in Utah where it's either really, really heavy countercultural bands. My cousin Alex used to sing for Chelsea Grin. They're from there. Great dudes, great band. Really good friends with Tom now. But like, as far as like Utah goes, if you look at bands that are from Utah, they all move. Every single one of them.
They all get out.
And they blow up and they move. So all the used guys, like the drummer for Eidola, he went to high school with the used guys. They moved to LA. Bert's in Australia. Same thing with Chelsea Grin. They dipped out of there. Like all those guys dipped because there really just isn't a scene there. Right? I wish I could say that like I love my local scene. I do support local scenes. I wish that local scenes would make a comeback. I wish that people would rally behind each other and make good music and not pick each other apart. But that exists on every level. All right, from a local scene to a national scene to an international scene. If you guys just enjoy the music and embrace each other and stop fucking shitting on the internet with your brains every day, God, the scene would be a much better place for everybody, from the top to the bottom.
Yes, so that's what the No Skip Show, our crew, does. We literally absorb all types of genres of music. We were at The Word Alive on Thursday. We were at Between the Buried and Me on Saturday. We were at Pierce the Veil and Sleeping with Sirens on Sunday. The whole Monday, Memorial Day off. Today, we're here in Detroit. And that's what we do, man. We literally go from community to community in genre, and we spread the word of those bands and those local bros. There's local bros in Haven State and Space Weather, which they're post-hardcore band in Pittsburgh that are trying to make their ways on the come up, and we just try to spread the word of all local bands that are trying to make it where Dance Gavin Dance kind of came from as well, Sacramento 2007
the scene. I mean, that's where it used to, like local scenes used to be where things would pop.
Right.
Because people were a team.
Yeah.
You'd band together because everybody wanted to see each other succeed rather than see each other fail. That's a huge difference from where it used to be. On all levels, right? People get more enjoyment out of trying to see something fail than they do out of watching their homies succeed. That's just sad to me. That's just brain rot from the internet. I think it's a byproduct of chronic social media use. And I would love to see people get back to the love behind it,
And that's what we try to do in Pittsburgh, and that's what we're trying to do here in Detroit. We're just trying to spread the word. We want people to know about Dance Gavin Dance. We want people to know about Eidola, because sometimes Dance Gavin Dance gets a bad rap, but they don't understand just because they listen to Blue Dream on TikTok. They don't understand because, they follow Swan posting, and they're like, that's toxic too, We want people to understand Dance Gavin Dance and Eidola and the whole Blue Swan community, as well as Kill Iconic community that there's more to you guys than what the internet has to say about you. And from word of mouth or whatever, it sounds pretty much like you're a great guy. You're down to earth, and you want people to follow Dance Gavin Dance and Eidola and enjoy the music. Just enjoy the fucking music. That's all we want. But I believe that's all we got with you, Andrew.
Awesome.
This has been the No Skip Show. We told you didn't want to miss it, and I'm pretty sure you didn't miss nothing at all.
And that was all the information that you need to know from Andrew Wells of Dance Gavin Dance and Eidola to be up to date with everything going on in the camp. Dance Gavin Dance has been through a lot in 20 years. Their fourth clean singer. Every era is so distinct and so great. And Andrew, although being in the band for the past 10 years on rhythm guitar, really am very faithful for the next Dance Gavin Dance record, which is seemingly in the works. Hopefully we also get another tour in 2026, and Eidola is going on tour in the spring, celebrating Eviscerate and Mend, their two newest records, released in 2025 and 2024 respectively. So I'm going to go ahead and open up with a song off of Mend that I really think that you should be checking out before going into the full review of the album. We're going to open it up with the song The Faustian Spirit by Eidola here on Music Roundtable Radio by the No Skip Show.
Is it getting any better? Or does it feel like it's not? Now everybody is a fucking critic. I say fuck the whole lot. I hope you waste all your time pretend you're everything you're not. Then maybe you know what it's like to be made. You're full every single time and walk away from all your mistakes. And I'm betting down that you drop the crown. Come on now, show me what you do better. You really want you fucking get across that line. I wish that I could escape the bitter end of my own fate, and I will always start again. I will find a way to make so my feet to the fire. I can be the enemy of need, like a parrot I am falling out of love. My legend won't be stopped. So next time you see me, you better get right or you get gone.
Eidola has been on an incredible streak for the past 15 years, consistently delivering top-tier albums while only improving with time. Across 5 records, they've built an overarching narrative, and now with their 6th album's release, it seems like this chapter is coming to a close. Will we get a fitting finale, or could this be the band's first misstep? Let's dive in. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the No Skip Show. I'm your host, Travis Platt, and today we are doing an album review of the newest record from Utah post-hardcore band Eidola, Mend. What do you think about this album? Make sure to comment your thoughts down below, as well as give this video a like and subscribe and click the notification bell to keep the record spinning. Now let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Eidola, a progressive post-hardcore band from Spanish Fork, Utah, has been crafting emotionally and spiritually charged music since forming in 2011. Merging elements of post-rock, metalcore, and math rock, they've continued refining their sound throughout the years. Their independent albums, The Great Glass Elephant and Degeneratera, set the foundation before they signed to Blue Swan Record, where they released To Speak to Listen and locked in their final lineup with the addition of Stolas and Sinvar guitarist Sergio Medina. After signing with Rise Records, they dropped their breakthrough album The Architect in 2021. Now, they've entered the last chapter of their conceptual journey with a 2-part double album, 2024's Eviscerate and 2025's Mend, designed as a contrast between chaos and serenity. But how does Mend hold up? 2 singles led the album rollout, the first being The Faustian Spirit, dropped on November 15th, 2024. And is one of the most high-energy, aggressive tracks on the album. It bridges the gap between both albums and carries strong similarities to Swancore pioneers' Dance Gavin Dance, where Eidola frontman Andrew Wells officially stepped up as the band's 4th clean vocalist in 2024. This track absolutely rips, blending Wells' charismatic vocal delivery with intricate guitar work and soaring choruses. Easily one of my favorite Eidola tracks in recent memory. It set high expectations for the album. The second single, Prodigy, appeared on December 13th, 2024.
My God, so you really think I deserve it?
Stripping back the instrumentation, the song highlights Andrew's confident vocal delivery and anthemic lyrics, working as both a pump-up track and an intriguing album opener. If you like what you're seeing so far, why don't you subscribe to the No Skip Show? Here we highlight the best of the underground, from rock to metal to alternative, anything under that umbrella. And we love Swancore, so we talk about that so much. So, to stay up to date with us, make sure to subscribe, click the notification bell to keep the record spinning, and follow us on all social media. We post daily music content. You can also check out our website, thenoskipshow.com, for music news, as well as local photographer galleries. We are a fully DIY channel that just loves this kind of music, So if you feel like supporting us, you can become a member today and have your thoughts and your input included in future No Skip videos. Now, let's go ahead and jump right back into the video. I have to say, I love this album. Eidola has consistently delivered incredible work, and this feels like a flawless closing chapter. Themes of redemption run throughout, especially on Blood in the Water and Pearl in a Dead Sea. The latter featuring Brent Walsh of I the Mighty and Later Now. Empire of Light closes with the grooviest section in their entire catalog. While Kaleidoscope in My Father's House offers some of their most spiritually uplifting moments in the band's history. The band also embraces softer tones on Renaissance and the final track, Revelation, which ends with a poignant message. Goodbye for now. Goodbye for now. Could this really be the end? I certainly hope not. The album's polished production highlights Andrew Wells' strongest vocal performance to date, ensuring every lyric and message resonates. While Eviscerate captured Eidola at their most aggressive and bleak, Men balances it with hope and redemption, something we all deserve in these trying times. With Swancore's landscape shifting, and Andrew and Sergio now in Dance Gavin Dance, Eidola's legacy feels more solidified than ever. When the dust settles, I truly believe their discography will stand as one of the genre's defining achievements. If this is really the end, what a legendary journey it has been. So what's your take on this album? Make sure to comment your thoughts down below. As well as give this video a like, and subscribe and click the notification bell. Follow us on all social media. It's in the pinned comment and in the description. That's all my time here. Thanks for watching, and happy listening. Alright, that was a review of the album Men by Eidola, out now on all streaming services. Check it out. Came out earlier this year. And a lot more album reviews, topic videos, and things like that coming out on the No Skip Show. That's what we started doing originally. And given circumstances, given things out of our control, we have pivoted more to live event coverage. But things are changing in the camp of No Skip very soon to incorporate all aspects of the channel. I'm really looking forward to. But we're going to take some time to reflect. Continuing on the Dance Gavin Dance Eidola trend, I wanted to take some time to highlight an old review that I did of Eidola's album To Speak to Listen that came out in 2017. This review came out in 2020 when I was just getting started with album reviews. You can tell the tone of my voice so much different. The comfortability is so different now. But it's always good to reflect. So check that out now on Music Roundtable Radio by The No Skip Show. How's it going, everybody? This is Travis Platt Reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing the third studio album from post-hardcore and swancore band Eidola, To Speak to Listen. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for watching. I do reviews, lo-fi edits, and topic videos. So, if you like what you hear, you can go ahead and click the subscribe button, give this video a like, and comment down below. So, let's go ahead and get into the review. Eidola is an ambient post-hardcore and swancore band from Salt Lake City, Utah, formed in 2011. They also have influences from progressive metal, experimental rock, math rock, and post-rock. As of recording, the band has over 50,000 monthly listeners on Spotify alone. The band is currently signed to Blue Swan Records, owned by Will Swan, the guitarist of Dance Gavin Dance, and they have released 2 albums with the label. Andrew Wells, the vocalist for Eidola, has been listed as a touring and studio guitarist for Dance Gavin Dance since 2015. Sergio Medina, who has played in bands Stolas, Royal Coda, Cianvar, and Nova Charisma, joined Eidola in 2018. Eidola is planning on releasing their 4th studio album, The Architect, in 2020. The first single is rumored to feature John Mess, the unclean vocalist of Dance Gavin Dance. The band, despite having a smaller fan base in perspective, have a very dedicated and passionate fan base. Their merch drops sell out immediately. They have a Facebook group, Temple Posting, that talk about their love of the band and similar bands in the scene, as well as breaking down lyrics and discussing the motives and stories in the songs. I felt as I was a little late to the Eidola fanbase as I started listening to them in early 2018, but I immediately fell in love with their music. I fell in love with the contrast of strong and catchy hooks and the intricate technical ability that the band displays, and the overarching story that the band tells, which we'll explain a little more later. I remember falling in love with all of the Swancore bands around the same exact time, seeing so much talent in one small group of bands, but Eidola always stuck out to me as something much different, as they were much more atmospheric and serious in tone, and this was especially noticeable in their 2015 album, Degeneratera. But what gravitated me to the band primarily was the amount of talent throughout the band, specifically the vocal ability by both Andrew Wells and Matthew Dahmer, who contribute the clean and unclean vocals. The drums are also especially very well done by Matthew Hansen. Overall, all members of the band are excellent at their instruments and they come together to make great music. Sergio Medina joined the band in 2018, and The Architect, the rumored 4th album from the band, will be his debut, and I am very excited to see how he will contribute his unbelievable guitar ability to the band. I have yet to see Eidola live, but I was supposed to see them open for Scary Kids Scaring Kids in June, but then COVID happened and the show was postponed. So hopefully it will be rescheduled so I can see the stacked lineup that also features the classic Crime and Picturesque. If you'd like to see me do a review of the new Picturesque album, Do You Feel Okay? Comment below. Before we jump into dissecting this album lyrically and conceptually, I want to send a special thank you to Marcus Rodriguez, who posted a bunch of very detailed descriptions of these songs on Temple Posting. This review would not be possible without him. This album had 2 singles. The first is Amplissimus Machina, the 5th song on the album. This song has a much more Swancore inspired approach compared to other songs the band has released, and they have taken inspiration from their label mates while still sounding fresh and unique. The drums are especially well done on this song, and Andrew's vocals reach some of the highest notes on the entire album. Lyrically, the song discusses the belief of being able to convert human consciousness into data to put onto a server, ultimately creating immortality. The protagonist of the album is outwardly against the belief throughout the song, saying to decode the great machine. The song also potentially brings up the harms of social media and our overuse on technology, but in the concept of the album, there's a different message, which is the protagonist of the album and his exploration of pantheism, which is the belief that God is the universe and the universe is God. I would love to explain the historical and theological aspects of this album, but in the time we have for this review, I just can't do it. So if you'd like me to do a full-length video dissecting the historical and theological aspects of this album, go ahead and comment below. The second and lead single from the album is Tetelestai, which opens with a singular guitar and Andrew's voice, and it feels calming, starting with the lyric, "Pull yourself together." The Greek word Tetelestai is Greek for "it is finished," which were the final words of Jesus Christ, according to the Gospel of John in the Bible. This song has one of my favorite lyrics of all time, which is "Everyone listens in tongues," which is a reference to Pentecostal Christians who believe in speaking in tongues. My perception of the lyric is that everything that is said is translated from the speaker's voice to the listener's ears into the listener's brain, and each person perceives each message differently, like speaking in another tongue. This song heavily details the protagonist exploring the Christian psyche, especially in the angelic final stanza. Sometimes looking at a religion and the beliefs they have in a vague sense seems strange to an outsider, And those that critically analyze things may not understand it quite like those that have lived it their entire lives. Instrumentally, the song is excellent, with a great level of groove with the primary riff. The unclean vocals really push this song for me personally, and they help escalate the song before dropping into more atmospheric parts in the middle of the song. Andrew once again shows his excellent vocal ability throughout, and the vocal layering at the end is haunting. This album starts off with the track The Abstract of a Planet and Resolve, which is the most Swancore-esque sounding song the band has ever made, and it starts the album with a roar, and really starts us with what to expect in terms of quality. One thing I noticed about this album is that, to me, it feels split in half in terms of sound. The first 5 tracks are very much a new direction for the band, much less atmospheric and more Swancore sounding. And it highlights the power the band has to write strong hooks, and it gives Andrew and Matthew room to show their vocals much more. The choruses are especially more memorable than anything the band has released, and especially the chorus in Querence, which is one of my favorites in the entire genre. And the ending of the song is incredible, hearing Andrew show his higher range, which he is not a stranger of showing on this album. After these 5 songs, track 6, Low T, starts. And this song has the ability to change any person that listens to it, and it completely changes the album. This is a more reserved side of the band, and it's a truly beautiful ballad. Lyrically, the song is the least intelligent with vocabulary, and much more introspective in its simple terms, which allows us, the listeners, to connect with it easier. This song, conceptually speaking, helps us understand what the protagonist's role is in their discography, but this could easily be taken personally for what our role is on this earth, which we're always constantly trying to figure out. The line, is truly haunting, and will resonate with any listener. After Low T, the Eidola most notable in previous works shines through, but a more mature sound and clean production is there. Dendrochronology has an extended atmospheric bridge with Andrew's voice deep into the mix of the song. The more rugged side of Andrew is very prominent in the song The Familiar, and the song shows the protagonist exploring paganism to counter the monotheistic religions. This song is a plea for help to the spirits to help on his quest, which is ultimately to redeem mankind. Structurally, the song lets Matthew go crazy on vocals, and it's a much more aggressive approach in comparison to the other tracks on the album, and that may contrast with paganism from monotheism. The transition into House's Movement 3, Rust Rebuild, is excellent, and Andrew's vocals are complemented with a nice groove, which reminds me of Humble Ledger from Degenitera, which is the band's most popular song. Sri Vishnu Yantra is the most similar to previous works, with a ton of atmospheric ambience and a spoken word bit at the end. This song also transitions into the 2 final tracks very well, and the closing track makes me feel like the album has come full circle, with energy coming back and lots of great groove moments. This song is an excellent closer, and the end of the chorus mentioning the Master's Hand really makes me think of Super Smash Bros. And the boss, Master Hand. I know that really wasn't the intention, but it's still an association that I can't shake. This album ends on an extremely high note, and I could honestly talk about this album for so much longer. So if you'd like to hear me make an in-depth lyrical and conceptual analysis of this album, go ahead and comment below. Eidola created an album with a lot of layers, which gives fans something to dive deeply into as we wait for the 4th album, The Architect. Thanks for watching. All right, that was my review of To Speak to Listen by Eidola. I think that keeping this on the theme of Eidola, Dance Gavin Dance, is super cool to be ending the year here. And yeah, I want to thank you guys all for listening so far this year. This has been a wonderful opportunity to be on the Music Roundtable Radio, and I'm looking forward to even more in 2026. More guest slots, more interviews, more podcast-style interviews as well. A lot of content is going to be featured here on the Music Roundtable Radio, as well as on our socials, so be sure to follow us on all platforms at The No Skip Show. So, I want to go ahead and close it out with a song that Andrew Wells did on one of my favorite records of last year. It is by the band Galleons, an international band based out of Australia and Russia. And this is the closing track on their most recent album. Please check it out. Check out the album. It is so good if you're a fan of modern progressive post-hardcore. It's really what the future of the sound is going to be. This is the song Cry Baby by Galleons and Andrew Wells on the No Skip Show Music Roundtable Radio. All the time we have. Thank you so much for a great year. I'll see you guys next year.
Eidola has remained a formidable presence for nearly a decade, with each album surpassing the acclaim of its predecessor. Both 2017's To Speak to Listen and 2021's The Architect have firmly established the Utah band as one of the leading forces in the progressive post-hardcore realm. Now, after a 3-year hiatus from singles, the band faces high expectations. But do they deliver? Let's dive in. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the No Skip Show. I'm your host, Travis Platt. Today we're here for the very first episode of our brand new series. We're going to be trying something brand new where we give you a hybrid reaction and review to the newest tracks in the alternative music world. So if that interests you, make sure to comment below what songs you would like us to do a review and reaction to. And we're going to be trying to stay up to date with brand new songs. That way you can get the first taste of your favorite new songs. Also, did you know that 99% of you aren't subscribed? Well, why don't you hop on the bandwagon, because we're a brand new channel and we're looking to grow our community. So make sure to subscribe and smack that notification bell to keep the record spinning, as well as liking the video and commenting below what songs you want us to do next. And make sure to check out all of our social medias in the description below, as well as how to become a member here on YouTube and help us here financially. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Before we dissect the track, I want to emphasize that Eidola holds a special place as one of my favorite bands, particularly within the elite swancore sphere. The band's overarching narrative and lyrical depth have captivated me for years, and the track marks the inception of the final chapter in our journey. Additionally, it heralds the onset of the band's second album under Rise Records, following the label's acquisition of Blue Swan Records in the early 2020s. Furthermore, it's the first release since Andrew Wells became an official member of swancore stalwarts Dance Gavin Dance, and since lead guitarist Sergio Medina stepped in on bass for DGD following the passing of Tim Furyk. Do these changes spread the band thin, giving us a weak track? Absolutely not.
This pre-chorus is just so good.
Upon listening, it became evident that this is one of Eidola's heaviest tracks to date, characterized by piercing guitar work, rapid drumming, and intense screams by both Andrew Wells and Matthew Dahmer.
Oh, I hear that 7-string right there.
Yet Andrew's captivating low-register cleans during the chorus blend seamlessly with the track's more metal-infused sound, departing from their traditional post-hardcore sound.
Andrew's cleans are out of this world. Easily one of my favorite singers in the entire world.
This shift seems to signal Eidola's intention to carve out of their distinct path, rather than merely riding the coattails of Will Swan and company.
That 7-string makes it sound way more metal than anything they've ever done.
With the band recently announced as the opening act for Periphery, this track serves as the potent introduction to attract new fans. Personally, I really enjoyed the track. It feels really fresh in the new direction of the band, while also giving us the quality of Eidola that we've come to expect.
Let's go. This is awesome.
It's a promising glimpse into what their forthcoming album may offer, a departure from past work while encapsulating the essence we've come to cherish.
Wow. No, I'm going to be honest, I have no clue the music video yet. I haven't figured that out just yet, what that all means, but hopefully I'll figure it out with more context through the album's announcements. But overall, I think that was fantastic. I really like the new metal direction that they're going in, and just how they're able to still be Eidola, but still not be post-hardcore as much anymore. And I know that we've had a lot of announcements and whatnot about this being their heaviest album to date, while the second half of the album, or the second album, however they're going to be doing it, is the more slow post-rock. But this has me really excited for what the band has coming soon, and I've already pre-ordered the new album. I cannot wait. I think that this is really fresh for them, because if they were to repeat maybe The Architect or To Speak to Listen, maybe it would still sound amazing, but I really wanted to see this band evolve, as I've been a fan of them for the better part of a decade now, and it's just really awesome to see them continue to expand their musical horizons.
So, what did you think about the track? Make sure to comment your thoughts down below, as well as subscribing, clicking the notification bell, and giving this video a like. And as always, thanks for watching and happy listening.